Well, Barry Pavel joins us now from Washington, D.C. Mr. Pavel, what are you hearing about the safety and the whereabouts of Mr. Chen?
I'm hearing what you reported, which is that he's likely in the U.S. Embassy in Beijing, and it's my opinion that he won't be leaving there anytime soon. As you said, the Obama administration is going through its own election. The Chinese leadership is going through its own longer transition. And I think there are a lot of dynamics on both sides that will cause this to be punted until at least after November.
So you think this is likely to be a sort of drawn-out process? Because presumably there are only two options. Either he's granted asylum with the U.S. or he is sent back onto Chinese soil.
There are only two options, but if President Obama isn't forceful and doesn't try to get asylum for this guy, he'll be accused of being soft on China. Similarly, if the Chinese leadership lets him go into asylum in the U.S., they'll be accused both of being soft on Americans and of being soft on Chinese dissidents. With these dynamics going on during the course of this year, 2012, I see this being papered over until after at least one of the leadership changes is over.
Okay. All right. I mean, just how embarrassing is this for the Chinese authorities? I mean, they have tried to contain this man, obviously, and his support, and it's now playing out under the international spotlight.
It's very embarrassing, particularly in the wake of the Beaujolais scandal, which itself is still unfolding, and which I'm told there will be additional officials and perhaps military leaders implicated as this corruption scandal unfolds. And I just think it shows that in the big picture, China's going to have to open up its political system, or it's going to face its own Arab Spring.
I mean, the interesting thing with the Beaujolais case was that there seemed to be an indication that the Chinese authorities were doing quite a lot to investigate once the ball got rolling, whereas here they're still trying to censor the websites and they're trying to censor the bloggers. And some people thought after the Beaujolais case, maybe there's some change coming in China. Now it seems this has shut that down completely.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I mean, the Beaujolais case was certainly in the interest of the Chinese leadership to eliminate one of their key rivals, Beaujolais himself. In this case, it does look like the massive surveillance, censorship, and police state has let a very important leak through, and I think this is not in their interests to handle in the same exact way as they did the Beaujolais case.
All right, Barry Pavel joining us in Washington, D.C. This is a story that's not going to go away. I suspect we will be talking about this in the coming week, especially as Hillary Clinton is due in Beijing on Tuesday.